So welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. Today we are talking about the FIFA 20 update that came out yesterday for the PC. Yesterday I did my full faces video, but today I've got some extra things to talk about regarding the update. I've got more faces to show you, some career mode fixes as well, plus a bit more, and it should be an interesting episode. Let's see what they've fixed. As always, if you do enjoy the video, please leave a thumbs up for me. It always helps the channel. And if you are new and you want to know all the latest FIFA 20 updates, FIFA 20 news, make sure you subscribe today so you don't miss anything. We've got about 65% of you guys watching the videos but not subscribed. So do yourselves a favor, subscribe today. You won't regret it. So if you guys are interested in knowing every detail in this update, you can check out the forums. It has the full pitch notes there. I'm not going to read all of it. There's a lot of gameplay fixes. There's Ultimate Team, there's Volta, there's a bit of career mode. I will just address the highlights, the main stuff you guys want to know, like career mode, new faces, and maybe a bit of gameplay as well. But for the most part, you guys can read this yourself. I think it's a bit boring if I just sit here and read it all. There's too much to read anyway. I don't mind doing the little stuff, but when it's like an essay full of pitch notes, you don't really want to sit here and read it. It'll be too boring for YouTube. So let's start with some new faces information. Apparently they've added 37 new star heads. I think there's a little more than that, but 37 is a decent number. And there is some legacy faces I want to show you today as well. So these are just faces that were in older FIFA games, but they've returned now in FIFA 20. But the most important thing to know about these new faces is even if you download the title update, you have to wait for the squad update to bring the faces in. So as it says in the notes, these will only be available following a server update. So you have to wait for another update after you've downloaded the title update, if that makes sense. Now this is just available on PC at the moment. It could be out on consoles by the time this video goes up. You just have to wait. It's usually within a few days of PC anyway. And yesterday I did show you heaps of new faces. If you checked out yesterday's video, there was over 40 new faces. And Ribéry returned, and Joao Felix had his face in the game now as well, which is good. And today I've got some more faces to show you. Some of these are new, but most of them are going to be legacy faces, which are the faces that were in older FIFA games, but they've brought them back now for FIFA 20. So we're going to have a compilation now of just some of the extra faces, and if I miss anything, make sure you leave a comment so I can show you in a future video. So as you can see, this update did bring in a lot of faces for the game, which is good, but we're still waiting on the November update, which is another big update that has all the promoted teams. I think PSG faces could be coming as well, plus whatever else is out there as well that EA decides to throw in. So this is not a November update, even though there was a lot of new faces. We are waiting for more faces. With career mode as well, because I know people will ask, if they already had player faces before the update, then career modes that were started before the update are going to be fine. You will get the new faces. But if you have a career mode already and then there's players that went from generic to real face, you have to start a new career mode to apply those new faces into the game. So I think the best time to start a new career mode is after November, because all the faces will be dumped into the game. And then you have all the updates when you start your career mode. You don't have to worry about promoted teams and stuff like that. So I think career mode players should just buy the game in November or December. And yeah, you're free to go in terms of career mode player faces. In terms of visuals, they've updated multiple kits, balls, stadiums, and trophies. I'm not sure which ones exactly, but you know, they said they've changed a few things. And they've also adjusted Memphis Depay's signature celebration. So I'm going to play a clip of the celebration, see if anything's changed. So let's move on to some career mode stuff, and there is a few things to talk about, a few testings that I need to do as well. The first one is, apparently they've fixed this one. When creating a pro in player career mode, the maximum height can now be set to 6'9". So let's take a look. We're going to test this one out. Let's pick any guy here, and we'll go to the athletic build here, the body. Let's go all the way up. It is 6'9" now. So as you can see, 6'9". And before the update, the maximum height you could do for a player is 6'2", so they've actually increased it by a bit. And yeah, for those people that want to look like Peter Crouch, you can do that now. They've also addressed the following issues in career mode: unable to skip pre-match cinematics for some important matches. When creating a pro in player career, the black shoes were incorrectly showing as totally black. When selecting a commentary name for a created pro in player career and pro clubs, we have added the ability to page up and down through the lists of names. Alright, so let's take a look at that one as well. Alright, so it looks like they have added these toggles in. It's C and X on the PC, but I'm not sure what buttons they are on the console. And as you can see, we're going down with a touch of a button, we're going up with a touch of a button. So instead of like doing it manually one by one now, it saves you a bit of time, makes things a little bit quicker, as you can go down and scroll a little bit faster. In career mode, commentary would sometimes reference the previous season incorrectly. And they've also addressed the following issues. Editing the kit for players through the customized screen was resulting in the changes to other aspects of the player, such as their position or attributes. So that's something that was a big thing as well, because people would edit their player in the main menus, and then go into career mode, the players change overall and players change position as well. So let's test that out, see if it's fixed. So this is before the update. I'm just going to show you guys what it used to do. So pretty much we go to Xhaka here because he's the prime example of this. He's a centre mid, 81 overall, so just remember those two things. If we change his shirt and we tuck it in, it will actually change his overall and rating or position in career mode. So that's what used to happen. And once we're in career mode, you can see Xhaka has changed position. He's gone from centre mid to cam, and his overall went from 81 down to 76. So that's what used to happen. Alright, so we're on the update now. Let's take a look at Xhaka. Centre mid, 81 overall. Normally when I would edit him, he would change overall and position as well. So we'll just tuck in his shirt, see if it makes a difference. So 81 overall and a centre mid. Let's go into career mode and quickly check. Alright, so we're on the squad menu here, and it looks like Xhaka stays as a centre midfielder, and he stays as 81 overall. So it looks like they have indeed fixed this issue. And the last noted career mode fix was this one. Repeatedly entering and exiting the team management screens in various modes would cause the screen to become visually corrupted. So I think some people have sent this in to me where the team management doesn't work. And I think they've fixed that now as well, but I'm not 100% sure. So next up, I'm going to read some of the major things they've done to gameplay in this update. A lot of it is minor stuff, but there is 2 or 3 things that are major. The first one is they've increased the likelihood of shots going off target when taken from 45 feet or further from the target. When losing possession and transitioning into the drop back defensive tactic, the defensive team will no longer apply any pressure to the attacking team. Increased likelihood of ball carriers stumbling after being successfully tackled when the defensive player performs the standing tackle option. And reduce the effectiveness of first time shots and volleys from the edge of the box and beyond. Now if you want to read the full list of changes to gameplay, Volta and Ultimate Team, make sure you check out the pitch notes there. But that's pretty much it. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you need something else to watch, make sure you hit the card in the middle. It'll take you to another FIFA 20 video of mine. I'll see you next time.